Welcome, if the right word, to Moore, a neighborhood about 7 miles from the center of Oklahoma City. And as you can see behind me, there is destruction everywhere here. That building, by the way, was, until exactly this time yesterday, the hospital. The top story of that hospital has gone. If I look over to my right, also destruction, entire neighborhood just laid to waste. And by the way, I can hear thunder and I can see lightning, and the authorities have said that there may be another tornado event, as they call it, later on this afternoon. Let's hope it's not going to be as bad as yesterday's. To sum up the news here, at least 24 people, including 9 children, killed in yesterday's terrifying tornado. 100 more in hospital and recovery operations continuing. It is feared that the number of deaths could actually still rise. Now, the path of destruction was 200 miles wide, but this area here, the suburb of Moore, was worse hit than any other area. And remember, Moore has been hit in the past, twice in the past, by devastating events like this, tornadoes. And the speed of this tornado, just imagine this, was 200 miles an hour. That makes it what some people describe the finger of God.
This thing is on the ground. I'm seeing power flashes. The houses are destroyed. Some of the worst damage I've ever seen in my life.
For tornadoes and those unlucky enough to live in their path, May tends to be the cruelest month in the Great Plains.
This has turned into a massive tornado. It's a humongous tornado here.
But yesterday, this stretch of Tornado Alley was turned into death row.
This is the damage path right now. Houses are completely leveled.
It doesn't even get unrecognizable.
Moore is a typical middle-class neighborhood, quintessential American suburbia, where everyone feels safe and sound until nature decides otherwise. Ironically, this exact place has been struck by tornadoes before, but never on this scale and never with this much ferocity. Even the veteran storm chasers were left with more fear than adrenaline.
Oh my God.
This is not good. Please, dear God, please keep these people safe. Yeah, we need to go, we need to go.
The path of destruction is clearly visible from the air, a hideous scar on the landscape. Whether you lived or died, whether you lost everything or nothing, was all down to where you were in relation to this path. Which side of the street, which house number. Nature's way of playing Russian roulette.
I could hear the windows busting out and I could hear this just, growling at me. So I grabbed her, threw my purse down. We do have a storm shelter, but I wasn't able to get to it because there's no way. The twister was already inside my house picking up things and destroying things.
To just try and imagine this, at this precise time yesterday, this was still a very ordinary American suburb, with families living in these houses, children playing in the garden. And then all this. Now, the worst news is, today, look at the color of the sky. Listen to the thunder, look at the rain. This is supposed to be a multi-day event. In other words, we might get even more tornadoes.
Look at that school, guys. Oh my God. I don't know how to describe it. This is terrible. This is war zone terrible. This school is completely gone.
Worst hit and ground zero for casualty was the Plaza Tower Elementary School, in which at least 7 children and teachers died. They were ordered to stay at school after the tornado alarm was sounded, a decision based on an assumption that a building like this would be safer than a family home. The assumption turned out to be fatal for some. This was the primary school before the tornado hit, and like every other school here, they had plenty of tornado drills. And this was the same school after the twister. No drill could protect against this.
The tornado went in and I was so afraid that I was hanging on to one of the desks, and then I fell back, and then I really got stuck because all the desks were on top of us and the teacher got stuck.
For some families, the agonizing wait ended with the worst news. For others, there was relief beyond words.
People are making me cry. This way. He was so brave. Oh, he was so brave. Oh, he was so brave.
24 hours ago, this mound of rubble was a suburb with families waiting to pick up their children from school, a community looking forward to a long and languid southern summer. Today, it is worthy of a war zone, with rescue workers crawling over the debris like ants. And although this was terrible, tornadoes are seasonal events in this part of America. Another reminder that this is a vast country with severe weather that periodically humbles a powerful nation. Right there.